everyone, welcome back to Your Coffee Break with Chinese Pod. I'm Alice.
Hi, 大家好，欢迎来到中文播客，我是庆林。
One of the many important aspects of business is networking. And as this may come in many different forms, in today's lesson, we are going to teach you some basics on hosting client dinners.
今天我们要跟大家分享一些在中国餐桌上的客气话，你也可以知道该如何回答这些客气话。那让我们就从入座和点餐开始吧。
I've always found Chinese dining culture very interesting, especially when it comes to something as simple as where to sit.
没错，在中国的餐桌上有一个位子最重要，那就是主位。
主位, which is the main seat.
主位通常是主人或者是地位比较高的人坐的位子。
That's correct. So the main seat is usually occupied by either the host or someone of a high position. This seat is usually positioned furthest away and facing the door.
这样主人才可以看得到所有来的客人。在主位右边的位子也很重要。
So the seat next to the main seat, usually on the right, is second most important at a dinner.
所以离主位越近的位子越重要。在晚餐开始之前我们常常听到主人说：“您先请，您先坐。”
So after we enter the restaurant, you may often hear the host say, 您先请，您先坐, which means please take a seat or after you.
我们也常常听到请入座，请入座跟您先请，您先坐是一样的意思。
In some cases, the host may have already set the menu for the evening. However, if the menu has not been set, the host may go ahead and ask the guests their food preferences.
当我们询问别人意见的时候，我们常常用有没有人这个句型。
They may go ahead and ask the question starting with 有没有人? So, is anyone or does anyone?
比如说，有没有人吃素？
For example, is anyone vegetarian?
有没有人对海鲜过敏？
Or is anyone allergic to seafood? 过敏 means allergic. Usually we put the thing that the person is allergic to in between 对 and 过敏. So, 有没有人对海鲜过敏? So, is anyone allergic to seafood?
我们也可以说有没有人对坚果过敏？
So, is anyone allergic to nuts?
我们也常常听到主人问有没有人不敢吃辣？
Or does anyone not eat spicy food? In Chinese, we use the word 不敢, which directly translates to afraid of.
我们也可以说不敢吃生食。
Or does anyone not eat raw food? Lynn, is there anything you don't eat?
我什么都吃，我不挑。
So she eats anything. She's not picky. This is a very common response in Chinese culture because the guest wants to come across accommodating, especially at a formal dinner.
在主人点好菜之后，我们常常听到主人客气地说：“我点了几道菜，不知道大家吃的习不习惯。”
Some common pleasantries that you may hear after the host finishes ordering food is, I've ordered several dishes. I'm not sure if this is your usual. 习惯 means used to. So in this case means your usual. 吃的习惯 means, yes, this is my usual. 吃的不习惯 means, no, this is not my usual.
我们也常常听到不知道合不合大家的胃口。
You may also hear, I'm not sure if this is to your liking, but in Chinese we say 胃口, which is your appetite. So 合胃口 means, yes, it is to my liking. 不合胃口 means, no, it's not to my liking. Some other common pleasantries you may also hear the host say are
招待不周，不周就是不周到、不好的意思。招待不周听起来像是在道歉，但又不是真的道歉。
So 招待 means to host. 招待不周 means sorry, but I have not been such a good host. In Chinese culture, this is a way to show humbleness rather than really apologizing.
没错，在招待不周之后啊，我们常常可以听到请不要介意。
So this phrase may be followed by I hope you don't mind.
也可以听到请多包涵。
Or please forgive me. After these pleasantries, you may reassure the host by saying the following.
看起来很丰富。
So this looks splendid. In Chinese, 丰富 means bountiful or of much variety. But in this case, it just means this looks splendid.
看起来，我们通常用一个动词加上起来来形容一个东西。
So in Chinese, when it comes to describing something, we follow the sensory verb with 起来. So 看起来很丰富. This looks splendid.
我们也可以说闻起来很香。
You can also say this smells amazing or this smells delicious. In today's lesson, we learn some important aspects of Chinese dining culture.
在中国，开饭之前真的有很多的客气话。要想吃到这一餐，还真的不容易。
But wait till you actually start dining, which is the topic that we'll be touching on in our next episode.
下一集终于可以开饭了。如果你有任何问题，也欢迎给我们留言，我们会第一时间回复您。我是庆林
I'm Alice.
下次见，
Bye-bye.
拜拜。
Head over to ChinesePod.com and get access to all the extra features from this lesson. Follow the link below.